Game of the day features the CCAA champion St. Thomas Tommies from Fredericton, New Brunswick, against the OCAA champions from Toronto, the Humber Hawks. We acknowledge we are competing, practicing, and learning on the unceded traditional territories of the Coast Salish peoples, the lands of the Snuneymuxw First Nation, Tla'amin First Nation, the Cowichan, and Snohomish First Nation. We walk these paths together. Fans, at this time, we'd like you to please rise if you are able and remove your headgear for our national anthem, O Canada. Thank you very much. And now, let's meet the starting lineups for all teams, beginning with the St. Thomas University Tommies. Fifth-year guard out of Markham, Ontario, number 3, Vincent Littleton. Second-year guard out of Miramichi, New Brunswick, number 5, Marcus Wilson. Fifth-year wing out of Miramichi, New Brunswick, number 9, Evan Helene. Third-year wing out of Manchester, England, number 10, CJ Hansen. And fourth-year forward out of Ajax, Ontario, number 21, Jevin Eddy. The Tommies are coached by John Hickey, the St. Thomas University Tommies. And now the starting lineup for the Humber Hawks. Fifth-year small forward out of Brampton, Ontario, number 5, Malik Grant. Third-year point guard from Rexdale, Ontario, number 12, Wabena Hantwi. Fourth-year small forward out of Toronto, number 14, Adrian
University for the CCAA Men's Basketball Championships. I am Paul Eberhardt, coach along with my good buddy Dylan. Fourth game. We're almost through.
Here we go, final one of the day. What a day it's been. We've seen some overtime, hot shots late in the games. Seen the home team, VIU Mariners, with a big crowd come out and get home.
Yeah, things are a little more mellow now.
Very much. I've had my coffee to re-energize myself. But we got the player of the year suiting up in this one, and he's got the ball.
And right off the tip, can't make it. Rebound, a lot of contact. Didn't matter. He just finished right through all that contact. Did Adrian Louis.
Humber very strong, very long. It's going to be a tough night.
Yeah, this is the number
For the
1 versus the
Tommies.
number 8. As the 3 is off the back rim. Nice high rebound there by Antwi. And in transition, quick basket as number 24, Burke, finishes.
Tommies are going to have to execute and play their A game if they want to stay in this game with a very strong Humber team.
Little slippage there by Vincent Littleton. Turns it over. And back comes Humber. Ball's reversed all the way around the other side to Antwi. Back to Burke. Savage pulls up one-on-one from the foul line. Short front rim, but he follows it. But a nice block inside. But we're going to have a foul. Must have been some contact there.
Yeah, we'll take a look at the replay. A good follow to the miss. Gets his own offensive rebound. And
Oh,
is
yeah, he got
fouled
him. He
going
got
up.
Foul there by Villani. 2 shots for Malik Grant. First one rolls in. Expect to see Humber play with a ton of pace, a ton of defensive pressure. They'll be up in the passing lanes all night, be shooting gaps, they'll be pressing. They like to play at a very, very fast pace.
Between games, I got the opportunity to talk to a few people around the gym, coaches, players, and they said, look out for this Humber team. And we'll find out exactly why, perhaps, tonight. But the St. Thomas University Tommies.
Deep 3 on the way off the mark. St. Thomas chases down the rebounds. They're going to look to run a little bit themselves here. In transition, left hand, nice change to the left hand from Evan Villani, and he finishes off the glass.
St. Thomas ACAA champion coming into this tournament. Earned their way here, as all teams, all 8 have.
Nathaniel Savage, baseline jumper, nothing but net for Adrian Louis.
Hot start for Humber from the field.
Little 1-4 high set. Handoff. Littleton shoots the 3. It's good.
Littleton on the board early for the Tommies.
Antwi takes the screen, kicks it to the corner, 3 balls up, well over the hoop. Nice box out there by number 21, Jevin Eddy, but a steal from behind by Burke. As he kicks it out, ball's deflected out of bounds by the Tommies.
Humber substitution, number 22, Lucas Lewis into the game. As well as number 8, Isaiah Brady.
Ball be inbounded on the side by Antwi. Gives it to Lewis. Lewis tries to hand it off, well defended by the Tommies. Burke drives middle, little push off, little right hand floater. Count the basket.
Good body control and bucket. Humber up 9-5.
Ball goes to high post. Eddy. Baseline drift. Extra pass. 3 ball is up. No good, but a nice rebound inside by Villani. He can't finish. And back come the Hawks quickly. And that's a quick pull the trigger 3. Ball goes out of bounds off of the Tommies. And now that ball hit the rim and it went out of bounds. So it should be 14 on the shot clock here.
Oh, there we go.
Little back screen, or a nice little back screen there, freeing up Malik Grant, and he finishes the easy layup. Coach Hickey not very happy about that one.
Yeah, no communication by the Tommies off that inbound. A well-executed baseline out of bounds play for Humber.
And you see Humber jamming that dribble handoff attempt, and they forced a turnover. As quickly, Coach John Hickey getting 3 subs into the game for St. Thomas.
Tommies in the regular season 14-4, finished second in the ACAA. And they beat Mount St. Vincent in the gold medal game to earn their ticket to the tournament.
Oh, nice cut down the middle and a great find. Great pass from Lewis. And Humber making it look pretty easy right now.
And they've already taken 12 field goals compared to 5.
3 ball.
6.
Oh, rimmed out. Rebound by Kazadi. Savage kicks it out for 3, no good. Another rebound inside, off the glass from Isaiah Brady Clark. And Coach Hickey says, we need a timeout quickly, as the Hawks are all over the Tommies 15-5 after just 4 minutes of play.
Quick start, dream start for Humber. Up 10 already, but it's the offensive rebounding and the second chances created. They have already attempted double the amount of field goals than St. Thomas.
And folks, you got to understand, the Humber College Hawks are the gold standard of men's college basketball in Canada. They have won, are you ready for this? 8 national championships. Starting in 1991 and all the way through to 2025. Overall, they have 17 CCAA medals, 20 appearances in the CCAA Final Four. They are a juggernaut. I mean, back when I was at CAP in the early 2000s, that was when Mike Cates was coaching them. Mike's a legendary Hall of Fame coach, won many championships there. He went on, he was an assistant coach for the national team, and then coached University of Toronto before he retired. But I mean, talk about great coaches. Omar Miles, this is only his 5th year as head coach, and he's already won 2 national titles.
It's incredible. They're the defending champs, winning last year. Malik Grant, the player of the year in the CCAA. Last year, he was the national tournament MVP, so they have him back playing at the highest level he's played in his career. This Humber Hawks team is going to be tough to beat tonight and in this tournament.
Little flare screen there. Nice after timeout play, but they couldn't knock down the 3. Rebound scrambled inside. I can't see who's got it. Just a sea of bodies there.
Yeah, well executed out of timeout play there by the Tommies. Did everything right, but hit the shot.
Cross, cross, cross. How many crossovers could one man do? As Burke gets to the rack and finishes. Schulten tries to pass it, turnover. And Humber's going to jump all over that in transition. Boom, layup. Great pass there from Savage to Brady Clark.
And if you're St. Thomas, you're just looking down the bench. What do we do? 19-5. What a start for Humber.
All right, we're going to have a holding foul off the ball.
And looking at Humber's roster here, Eve, Ontario, 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 the entire team from Ontario.
Yeah, they, well, you know what's interesting? You look at this unbelievable talent we have in the NBA now from Canada.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, I think in the last 10 years, that the GTO area has produced more NBA players than anywhere in the world. Wow. Yeah, I saw that. I couldn't believe that. Wow. That one particular area in Ontario has produced so many NBA great players.
Canada basketball is growing, but you know it starts in that area, right? It starts with Ontario.
Ball's in the baseline. Nice cut to the hoop. Left hand can't finish. Rebound gathered down by Wilson. He forwards it up. And number 15, Caleb Schulten, tried to catch that with one hand, and the ball went out of bounds.
If you're St. Thomas, you have to play nearly perfect. You can't give the Humber Hawks any extra opportunities. And while it's 19-5, you're not out of this game right away. You got to remember you're a good team. You're a champion. You're here for a reason, and you've earned your way here. So have that confidence. Bring it on the defensive end. Try to string together some stops. Don't let this one get out of hand early.
3 ball. It's long. Rebound is gathered by number 15, Caleb Scholten. And he's going to push. 3 ball. It's up. No good. Rebounded by Kazadi. And Humber's relentless. They're not going to stop coming.
Oh, wow.
Couldn't finish with the left hand there. I like the fact that St. Thomas is looking to get out and go with them. Why not?
Mm-hmm.
And that's going to be an offensive foul.
I missed that. I was looking at the ball.
Yeah, it was off the ball as number 21, Jevin Eddy, was looking to post up.
We'll take a look
and he just levels him here, if you'll see. There it is.
Oh.
And he's lucky that wasn't an unsportsmanlike foul, because that was an off-the-ball elbow to the face. That probably should have been an unsportsmanlike foul.
Yeah, he got it right in the chops.
He's going to come out for a quick rest. I'm sure the trainer will take a look.
Yeah, might have some blood. Looks like they're putting a towel over his nose. The coaching staff is irate.
Yeah, I don't blame him. That should have been an unsporting foul. That was clearly intentional. Going to have another foul inside. It's going to be again on number 21, Jevin Eddy. Oh, no, it's not. I thought that was on Eddy, but looks like they called that on River Lance.
Yeah, Lance picking up his first. Tommy's trying to play physical. And they're going to need to within the rules, of course.
Another easy cut to the basket. And even though good defense there, didn't matter as Grant finished right through it. 21-5.
Humber looks like they belong in another level right now.
Little hesitation dribble, and there's going to be a foul there as Wilson drew the contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
A good job by Wilson drawing the foul and getting to the line. Slows the game down just a little.
I mean, you're looking at a program that's medaled 17 times versus a program that's medaled twice, right? And that's no disrespect to St. Thomas at all. It just shows you how dominant Humber has been in the CCAA for a long time now.
And a lot of these players have this experience. They know what the national tournament's all about. And for St. Thomas, you just kind of drew the short stick in the matchup.
And as a matter of fact, I remember when they got their silver medal because it was 2004, and it was up at Caribou College, which of course was the precursor to Thompson Rivers University. That was Caribou's last year in the CCAA, in the what was then the BCCAA, and they took home the gold that year, beating St. Thomas in the final, and then they moved up to U Sports as Thompson Rivers.
Where do you store all this knowledge?
My brain's a mystery, my friend. Baseline drive, kick to the other side. Nice steal there from Eddy. He's going to bring it up the floor. Tries to hand it off. He's going to go inside on his own. Kicks it out. Wide open 3 from the corner. And unfortunately, you have to hit those to have any chance against this Humber team.
Yeah, good look.
Oh, nice lob pass inside. And a good finish.
Humber is doing a really good job finishing. I know it sounds so simple, but these are contested layups that they're making it look easy.
Eddy inside. He's going to drop, step, and finish. Nice finish by Eddy. 23-9.
Eddy giving him some energetic minutes. A good finish with his left. Uh-oh.
And it looked to me like he was going to crank that one back, so probably a good foul there by number 10, C.J. Hansen.
You can see Hansen just catching a breather on the ground. This Humber team plays at a very high pace. But if you're St. Thomas, you just got to remember everyone puts on their shoes the same way. Try to find a way to chip away at this lead. It's early in the game, 23-9.
Dylan, you've never seen me put on my shoes. Trust me. It's a frightening thing to look at.
Okay, maybe
Just
not.
don't quite have the flexibility I used to, you know?
Maybe not everyone puts on their shoes the same, but most of the guys in this tournament that are on the floor play.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
But no, I feel you. My left leg, it's a bit tight behind the knee, so I don't put on my shoe the same as I used to.
Now, of course, trying to get a sub in here, but he had the wrong color shirt on underneath, and so he had to get it off. So number 21, Anderson, did not get in the game. And that's going to count. And one.
All right, a little bit of life and momentum for the Tommies.
Jackson with the foul. Oh, no, check that. Yeah, that foul is on Brady Clark. Nice rebound there at the offensive end, but a good block.
That brought it down.
By Anderson, you're right. And just like that, they're down the other end for 2.
They strike fast. Just as he thought St. Thomas might have a layup at the rim. Deflected away, and within seconds, Humber scores.
Eddie's going to keep it. Going to kick it out. Shot fake on the 3. 8 on the shot clock. 3 balls up. Well contested, but a nice rebound there inside by Eddie, but he gets stripped. Taken there by Brady Clark.
Look at this transition. Jenks stepped out of bounds.
Yeah, on the shot fake there. Back foot stepped out of bounds.
They just go so fast, and it's not about, if you're watching this and you're learning basketball as a team, as a kid, look how the players on the off side of the floor run transition. They sprint. So it's not just the guy with the ball, it's not the guy's strong side, it's all 5 guys sprinting in transition. Humber does it.
Every time.
Better than most.
High screen there from Eddie. Baseline drive by Villani, kicks it out. Nice finish inside there by Marcus Wilson. And Coach Omar Miles says, I'm going to take a timeout now. Not happy with that last basket. Despite his squad being up 27-13, St. Thomas showing fight.
Like you said earlier, if you're going to get open shots, open threes, you got to hit them. Right now, St. Thomas 1 for 8 from deep. Humber hasn't even scored a 3 yet, 0 for 5, but 12 for 23 from the field, most of those in transition.
Yeah, if St. Thomas wants to stay in the game, they'll have to shoot like a crazy number, like 50% from 3.
Yeah, they drew the short stick with the matchup here in the first round. Humber Hawks, one of the favorites to win this tournament. They've already scored 7 points off 6 turnovers. But St. Thomas is just a couple shots away from hanging around in this game, making it interesting. But they're going to have to figure out a way to stop the transition of the Humber Hawks. It's impressive how fast 5 guys move up the floor. The ball's moving up the floor with pace. And we'll see how St. Thomas can adjust.
236. 236.
I don't know. Looks like
236. You can count this one. It's 236.
Looks like a few more, I'd say. In attendance.
Okay. I'm being challenged. I like it. Little full court pressure there from St. Thomas. Knifing right to the basket.
So much speed downhill.
Savage. Eddie hands it off. There's another 3 ball. Finds the bottom of the net. Does Marcus Wilson.
Wilson giving them some life and some good minutes. He's leading the way for St. Thomas with 7.
Looking inside on the post up. And once again, so explosive on that first step. He takes the contact and will get 2 shots. And that's going to be the second foul on Jackson, I think. Team foul number 5.
The jab step and the explosive quick move to the hoop.
Louis at the line. First one's good. Makes them both. 31-16. St. Thomas will see if they can get one more basket before the end of the half here. Going to go at 8 on the shot clock. Oh, a nice little screen to screener. 3-ball, no good. And after 1 quarter of play, Humber Hawks showing why they are the #1 team in the country as they jump out to a 31-16 lead over the Tommies.
Impressive start from Humber. And if you're playing in this tournament and you've already moved on to the semifinal, you're taking a look at this tape, taking a look at the Humber Hawks. Very explosive, fast offense. And also showing some defensive prowess as well. Holding St. Thomas to 6 of 17 from the field, 2 of 10 from 3. Forcing 6 turnovers as we take a look at some of the numbers there.
And I mean, just, taking a look too at just how tough the OCAA is. They beat Durham 84-83 in a quarterfinal game. So they were very close to not even getting here.
Wow, yeah, 1-point win in the quarterfinal.
And then they hammered, absolutely hammered. Who is that? Loyalist.
Loyalist.
They hammered Loyalist by an unspeakable margin. And then won the final over Mohawk.
52-point win.
Not often you see a 52-point win in a semifinal, but clearly they were tested.
Yeah, you look at that Durham game, 1-point win and then a 52-point win, and then they take down the Mohawk Mountaineers, who we saw earlier today, by 13. OCAA, a very strong conference in the CCAA. Mohawk and Humber representing that conference here. Humber the champion, Mohawk the wild card. But the defending champs, the Humber Hawks, out to a hot start. I started counting. I got to the second row of the second bleacher.
Couldn't do it anymore, could
at
you?
87, I started to get a headache. So I'm not going to challenge you. Whatever attendance you guess, you're right.
All right, St. Thomas will see if they can start off with a basket here. High screen by Eddie. Little fadeaway, count it. Nice little pull-up jumper there from number 5, Marcus Wilson.
Wilson, 9 points now. He's got some energy. He's giving the St. Thomas Tommies some life.
Gonna back him down. Little turnaround jumper in and out from Alui. And that's gonna go out of bounds back to St. Thomas. What's a Tommy, do you think? I gotta find out.
It's a great
any of
question.
my Nova Scotia friends out there, my Eastern friends, send me a note at Coach Eve on IG or X. Yes, I'm still on X like most old people. I want to know what a Tommy is. Anybody knows, please tell me.
I love the name. I just don't know what it means.
Nice little 6-footer from Givanetti.
And just like that, 11-point game. Tommy's hanging around.
Inside layup is missed, and St. Thomas is going to go. Eddie's going to go left-handed. And he turns it over, but he hustles after, gets his loose ball back. Going to go back inside. There's a nice cut and a great find by Eddie as Evan Villani finishes. And it's now back down to single digits. A great start in this quarter.
Tommies, they don't care who the Humber Hawks are. They're coming to play basketball in the second quarter.
Inside basket is finished nicely by Adrian Alui.
Tommy started 6-0, so 6-2 in the quarter.
Going to go inside to Eddie. Goes to his left, finishes. Eddie giving him some solid minutes down low, making some things happen.
6 points now. He hasn't missed a field goal.
Little pull-up jumper, hits the back rim, no good. Eddie pulls down the board, and here they come again. Nice bounce pass. Oh, too bad, because I think that would have probably been a pretty good shot at a layup. Unfortunately, fumbled it out of bounds.
Eddie's done it a couple times where he gets the rebound and he'll go just dribbling himself, the big man. Pushing the pace.
Brady Clark and Antwi sub back in the game for the Hawks.
Suddenly we have a ball game.
Kobena Antwi, third-year point guard out of Rexdale. Looking inside, not there. Three-pointer off the down screen, no good from Grant. And St. Thomas still looking to run. Ball's reversed. Open three, no good. Oh, what a great rebound.
Wow.
Great rebound inside by Caleb Schulten. And he flexes a little bit after he makes that one.
Schulten flying in.
And they got it back to 7.
Tommies are loud on the bench too, encouraging their defense.
Baseline jumper, no good, back rim. And here they come. And they're really getting down the floor fast, getting a wide open shot. There's a naked three in the corner. Count it! Hello!
What a response by the Tommies.
As Evan Milani cuts it to a 4-point game.
Coach just said we're okay. It didn't look like it early.
Love the spirit they're showing here. Fadeaway, rims out. Right now there's a bit of a saran wrap over the hoop.
Yeah, lid on that
for the
basket.
Hawks. And can they cut it to a one-possession game? Short.
Tommy's wanted the call.
Yeah, the St. Thomas bench was all up, but it was a good no call. The ball was going out of bounds.
The official saw it. He said, yeah, I see it, but it was out of bounds.
But I like that. Like, good interaction there. The official had a little smile on his face as he's talking to Coach Hickey.
Yeah, I might have counted out St. Thomas too early. What a push. What a response.
It was spectacular.
Humber looked like world beaters to start this game. Now they look like they can't find a basket.
And it's going to be a foul. It's been a 13-2 run to start this second quarter.
And they almost came up with another stop there.
As you see the body contact there. Antwi at the line. Misses the free throw. Makes the second. As Wilson will bring it up the floor. High screen. Wilson goes middle, reverses it to Schulten. Inside, misses the tough shot. Tough miss there from Villani. Grant. Savage, back to Grant. Looking inside, they go inside. And almost a turnover, great save out of bounds. Flips it behind his back, right to his teammate, Lance. Three ball, front rim. Rebound, and here comes Humber.
Doesn't have numbers, and a good decision.
Little pull-up jumper, way off the mark, and here come the Tommies.
Humber looks a bit out of sorts right now. This is a totally different ball game. The Tommies have flipped the script. After a 31-16 first quarter for the Humber Hawks, it's now a 13-3 run in the second quarter, and just a 5-point ball game.
And Littleton just made up his mind on that one. He was going to get to the hoop no matter what, and that aggressiveness paid off as he picked up the contact foul on Grant, his first.
Well, I might have to eat my words early. I thought Humber was going to run away with this game. They looked so strong, so fast in transition. The Tommies looked like they were playing in a different league than the Humber Hawks, and now they've totally flipped the script.
34-30. Humber only scored 3 points in the first half of this second quarter. Antwi. Again, they're trying to go inside on that low block. He's coming to the middle, kicks it out. And he loses the ball, stolen by St. Thomas. Nice drive right down the middle. Gets the contact, but turns it over. 3-on-2 for Humber. Here they come.
No look over the shoulder pass. Out of bounds.
Yeah, I'm a bit surprised that Coach Miles hasn't taken the timeout, but I think he's trying to look a little bit more long down the road, and he wants his boys to figure this out by themselves.
I couldn't agree more.
But in the meantime, St. Thomas is kicking their butt in this quarter.
Oh, they've been excellent. 14-3 now in the quarter.
Block shot there from Alui.
And you're right, Ebe. Humber's just got to figure it out with the players who are on the floor.
3 ball. No good. Nice rebound on the weak side there by number 14, Alui. Coach Miles wanted a foul call there, didn't get it. Eddie, dribble handoff with Wilson. Wilson gets to the hoop and finishes through traffic, and we have a 1-possession game.
What a response. What a run from the Tommies. It looked like this game was going to be over early.
16-3 in this quarter.
And Wilson now with 11 points, leading the way.
They're going to go inside again. This is the formula they've tried to work, but they haven't got much out of it, and there they go. Nice little turnaround jumper from Alui.
Finally, they get one to fall.
Grant for 3, back rim. Rebounded by Alui. Here comes Savage. He's going to get to the rim. No, well defended there. And that's a travel. Yeah, Humber really very bad spacing on that possession and just weren't really sure what they're trying to accomplish as number 14, Adrian Alui, picks up his pivot foot and commits the traveling violation.
They just look off. They look out of sorts as they need the player of the year to get a big steal.
Good foul there. It's going to make Grant earn it from the foul line.
Good foul. Make him earn it at the foul line. St. Thomas. Tommy's going to call a timeout.
Yeah, Coach Hickey probably wants to get him rested and ready for the last 2 minutes here. But what can you say? The St. Thomas University Tommies just coming out of nowhere with some exceptional play, showing no fear and climbing right back into this game after being down as many as 15.
Yeah, quite a response. And if you're in the St. Thomas Tommies situation, when you're down that big and you look like you're just being outworked, outcompeted, outmatched, to kind of find it within themselves, and you can see a team that believes in one another the way they've responded. And you even heard the coach walk by after they made a big run and said, "We're fine."
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, basketball is such a strange game, right? Like, you can go through 5-6 minutes and everything's perfect, and then all of a sudden everything changes in the next 5 or 6 minutes, and it's how the players react, it's how the coaches react to that in-game situation that will determine what happens in the end.
Tommy's reacting very well after the slow start. Humber on the other end of it, going through a dry spell, some frustrations, can't really find their flow and rhythm like they had in the first quarter. And we'll see if a couple foul shots can kind of get them back into it.
Looks like the scorekeeper's wanting to get something from the refs here, just checking on
Not sure if they're just making sure they got who the timeout was to, if they're checking the timeouts.
Well, we have a quick break. Marcus Wilson, number 5 for St. Thomas. I don't know if there's NBA fans that know the NBA, but Max Strus of the Cleveland Cavaliers, very reminiscent of Marcus Wilson. Same movement, same shot mechanics. So if you're an NBA fan.
All right, good call. Good
Max
call.
Strus, that's my comparison for Marcus Wilson, number 5 for the Tommies.
You know, it's interesting. Something is an exercise I always do with my players. I ask them to tell me what NBA player they think they play like or who they think they play like. And it's always very telling. Some guys figure it out. Other guys just don't have a clue. And I've always found that really helpful because then you can start to shape them and kind of make them understand, like, yeah, maybe, but let's look at this, right? It's very interesting when you do that kind of thing.
I like that. I want to hear your NBA comparison for yourself, though.
Oh, you'll get it. And right out of that play, a nice pin down screen for River Lance, and he knocks down the triple, and it's a 1-possession game.
All right. The Tommies hanging tough.
Just great execution out of that timeout. Great play call from Coach Hickey. Baseline drive, he stays in front of him. Grant pulls from the baseline, front rim, nice rebound. And they're going to come 2-on-1 here. Brings it out. Foul shot, count it from number 3, Vincent Littleton.
Well, the Tommies are showing us why they are a conference champion. What a response.
Skip pass over to Grant. Daring him to take the 3. He doesn't want to take it. Grant's going to go 1-on-1 here with the screen. Pick and roll. And finish inside.
That's good hands, good catch, good finish.
Good late execution shot clock there from Lewis. Little over penetration there. That ball went out of bounds off of Eddie. We'll go back to Humber. 45 seconds to go here in the first half.
If you're the Tommies, you've worked so hard to get it a 3-point game. Close out the half strong.
And unfortunately, the weak side defense was occupied there, and a way too easy a layup for the Hawks.
Beat way too easily. We'll see what they can do to respond.
Wilson goes inside to Eddie. Eddie spins to his left, falls down, and goes out of bounds. Really good defense there by Lewis as he was going to make him go to his right, which forced that turnover as he tried to force it to his left. As Zachary Duo will sub in the game. All right. Last shot time here for the Hawks. And that's going to go out of bounds off of Grant's foot. And great defense by Zachary Duell, who just subbed in the game to force that turnover. And you can see Grant's fingertips touched it just before it went out of bounds. And so they now have a chance to get this to a 1-possession game with 10 seconds to go.
Subbed in for defense, gets the turnover, checks out.
Now that's playing your role.
Starring.
Eddie at the top. Drive down the middle, left hand, and finish.
What an athletic finish.
Marcus Wilson. And anybody that left after that first quarter made a large mistake because the St. Thomas University Tommies come storming back, outscoring the Hawks 26-8 in that second quarter. Humber with 31 in the first and 31 in the first and 11 in the second. 42.
Quarter.
Wow.
What a quarter.
Wow.
And I'm almost shocked in a way, just the way that Humber came out. They look so strong. They're pushing in transition. They made it look so easy to get out to a 31-16 lead. It just seemed like it was going to go that way all night. but not if you're sitting on the St. Tommy's bench.
And it wasn't like it happened like right away. St. Thomas just got to stop, got to score, got to stop, got to score. But the thing that I was impressed with them is they weren't afraid to run with them. You know, and often, you know, many of the teams I coach are very up-tempo. I'm known for my teams scoring a lot and maybe not always defending as well. But when you are a fast break team, you're often not as good in defensive transition because you're so used to scoring. And clearly St. Thomas has no issue with running with them because they got a lot of good stuff out of some quick offense when they push the ball.
And it seemed like St. Thomas stuck to their identity and their game plan. It doesn't matter who they're playing. If they run just because Humber goes too, St. Thomas isn't backing down. And you see it. 3-point game.
Wow. Well, make sure folks go grab a snack, grab a drink, but don't go too far. We'll be back in about 13 minutes with the second half of this Humber St. Thomas matchup.
Know what your tournament needs? Oxygen, champ. And we've got a lot of it. Nanaimo is a playground that's tucked in snug between lush forests and the Salish Sea. Take a deep breath of our performance-enhancing air. Write that down as cardio. We've got big league venues and small town spirit. Our courts echo with every kind of bounce. We're the halftime orange slice capital of British Columbia. And when you crush your competition and fall to the field, heart pounding, tears flowing, thanking your mom in the stands for driving you to all those practices, you'll probably notice that our grass is super nice. Bring your game. Bring your fans. Take everyone for a little treaty treat. Nanaimo is ready to play.
There's nothing like championship energy in our community. That's why we're proud to support the 2026 Men's National Basketball Championships here at Vancouver Island University.
Our team is a big community supporter, on and off the court.
To every athlete, bring your best. We're cheering you on.
Degree in meteorology. I am a licensed electrician.
I went to veterinary school.
Life might not care who you are, but we do. Grads and professionals can save more. Just one of many ways TD Insurance helps you save. It's how we're making insurance more human.
Hi, I'm Matt Veers, President of Fairburn Medical Supply. Fairburn is proud to be the official medical supply partner of the CCAA and the National Championships. Be sure to shop online at fairburn.com and take advantage of our school rebate program. Follow us on social media for monthly specials. We wish all the best to this year's participating teams and athletes at the National Championships, and thank you for your continued support.
With 4imprint, you get more than promo products. You get the certainty of personal service, design expertise, and unmatched quality to make your moment shine. Visit 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
Toddlers might not care if you have a degree, but we do. Grads and professionals save more. Just one of many ways TD Insurance helps you save. It's how we're making insurance more human.
All around the world. To the beach, y'all. Let's go. All around the world. Y'all know.
Here we go, just about ready for the second half of action between the Humber Hawks and St. Thomas Tommies. Game 4 of 4 on quarterfinal Wednesday. The CCAA Men's Basketball National Championships presented by TD. Getting us started, Mike Grant. Foul on the play, and Coben Antwi, first personal. Foul on the play, and Adrian Ali, first personal. Nice drive for Quabana Hetwee. Marcus Wilson. Nice finish from Quabana Hetwee. Nice finish from Evan Valine. College man Eddie on the play, second personal. Number 23, Billy Pizzatti checking in for Humber. Benny Pizzatti. Nice assist from Mike Grant. CJ Hansen. Humber substitutions, number 9, Victor Ndongo, and number 4, Quabana Hetwee into the game for Humber. For the Tommies, number 8, River Lance, and number 15, Caleb Schulten into the game. 6:09 remaining, third quarter. Three for three, Vincent Middleton. Just out of bounds. Possession back to the Tommies. Foul on the play on Marcus Wilson for the Tommies, first person. Isaiah Brady Clark checking in for Humber. Foul called on Marlene, the third personal. Jevin Eddy checking into the game. Lucas Lewis also in for the Hawks. 4:52 remaining, third quarter. Nathan Savage checking in for the Hawks. Benny Casati. Vincent Littleton. Tough finish from Malik Grant. River Lance from downtown. Spinning finish from Isaiah Brady Clark. Oh my! Vincent Littleton. Tough finish for Benny Casati. Number substitution, number 10, Austin Jackson into the game. foul, first personal. Foul the play, and Benny Casali, second personal. C.J. Hansen back into the game for the Tommies. Adrian Louis, Billy Glant checking back in for Humber. 60 all, 133 remaining, the third quarter. Fast break finish from Nathan Savage. Foul the play, and Vincent Littleton. White 8. That would be Humber's Isaiah Brady Clark. Second personal. Incredible day of basketball here. We got a close one. Head to the fourth quarter. Humber Hawks 64, St. Thomas Tommies 63.
So they've also done a great job of keeping Humber from getting going by not turning the ball over.
Yeah, and like you said, they looked like deer in headlights, and sometimes you make a first impression too early. This is the first time I've gotten to see the Tommies live, and at first, in that first quarter, I thought, uh-oh, here we go, this might be a blowout, but credit to the character of this Tommies team to fight back and make it a one-point game heading into the fourth quarter.
Hey, man, I've been out east many times for basketball tournaments and games. Nicest people in the world, but also some of the toughest you're ever going to want to meet.
And they're showing that toughness tonight. If you win, you move on to the semifinal in the national tournament. If you lose, you head to the loser bracket where no one wants to be.
Eddie gets it inside. He's going to go baseline, and that's going to be a travel. Yeah, picked up his pivot foot. Coach wanting him to kick it out there. Savage. Going to go inside to Alui. Alui kicks it out. There's a three ball, well challenged, but that's going to be a foul. Yeah, it was a good challenge from Wilson, but he just was a little over aggressive on his finish. Made contact with his shooter. It's going to be 3 shots for Schulten. Check that, for Savage.
Yeah, it just got too tight to the landing zone of Savage. A little overzealous, trying to make the three-point shot difficult.
First one pops out.
And the longer this game goes for Humber and the tighter it is with the Tommies hanging around, I'm curious to see how the Humber Hawks react, if any sort of nerves start to kick in or tightness in their shooting.
Yeah, because you know in the back of their mind, they're like, why is this game close, man? Why is this close, right?
Yep. And no matter what, at the end of the day, they're humans. And when you're expected to win late in the game, and if it's not going your way, we'll see what happens.
That pressure gets turned way up.
Yeah.
Handoff. Nice strip inside there by Grant. And they're going to break out 3-on-3. And there's a little contact inside as Benny Kazadi gets the foul from Eddie. And he'll get to the line for 2. That's the 3rd foul on Eddie.
Yeah, Eddie just trying to take the charge there, but wasn't really set. And if you're Humber, you want to put this one away earlier rather than later, like we spoke about. If they can just slowly build up a lead here, give themselves some breathing room against this feisty, no-quit Tommies.
All right, 68-63. They've got it back up to 5. Let's see what the Tommies can come up with on this possession. 3 ball, back rim. Rebound pulled down by Alui. Savage. Nothing there. Good cutoff there by Eddie. 3 ball, and it's good. And Coach Hickey very smartly saying, okay, I got to get a timeout here because as well as they've played and as well as they got it back and even got the lead, it's now extended up to 8 only after a minute 17 of this fourth quarter.
Quick run in the fourth quarter by Humber. It's saying 4-0. I think it's 7-0 in the quarter. 71-63. Good timeout by the Tommies. With 8:36 to go, quick start. Not the start obviously you want if you're the Tommies, but Humber just to answer and to get out to a hot start in the fourth quarter is exactly what they needed.
We'll see that what they come out with after this timeout. One thing I think might work for them is if they put Eddie on the left high post block, he can do that little fake handoff and then get to his left because Humber's got beat on that a few times because of their aggressiveness. Maybe they can try it on the other side, see if they can get an easy deuce here to stop this little bit of bleeding that's happening here.
I've learned one thing tonight, Eve. I can't count this Tommies team out, even if they're down 71-63 to the Humber Hawks.
No, that's for sure.
Just what a testament to the character of this team after that first quarter. As we've spoken about quite a bit throughout the game, but it's gut check time for the Tommies here.
All right, let's see what they come up with. They actually subbed Eddie out, and there's a turnover. Humber content to bring it back out. Worked for a good shot.
Looked like one of the options was a Wilson 3 off the top.
Grant's going to try a 3. No good. Good rebound from St. Thomas, and here they go. Hard to the hoop. Can't finish with the right hand, but that's going to stay with St. Thomas.
And you see St. Thomas, how quick they get out in transition. Get right to the hoop.
And it doesn't matter who gets a rebound. If whoever gets it's going.
Yeah, and they're dribbling it up. All the bigs, they're taking it with confidence. But like you said earlier, they're doing a terrific job on the defensive rebounds to limit second chance points for the Hawks.
You got Hansen and Alui going at it inside. Didn't realize the Swiffer guy was on the floor there. There's a lob pass inside. Ball's reversed. And there's going to be a foul inside. Very physical defense there by Savage. He's going to pick up the foul. That's his third.
And
that's his first.
You're starting to see more urgency in the play of the Humber Hawks. They're getting more aggressive on defense, more physical. They know it's closing time, and they're sniffing that win.
Screen to screener, layup. Oh, and what are we going to have here?
Oh no!
Is that going to be a foul? After he made the layup, he pushed the Humber player, and that's going to be an unsportsmanlike foul.
Just an unnecessary play. Made the layup, pushed Humber
Yeah, that's
player.
the last thing you want to do. He's talking to the ref about it, but
the cameraman. We'll see if we have that replay of that cameraman.
All right, let's see. There's the screener. Nice little cross screen. Layup's good.
And he just pushes him.
Yeah,
right
he did. He did. Just not. I mean, we got a good look at that. And unfortunately, an unsporting foul is two and the ball. And
right into your kitchen too. Coach just asked this, was that an unsporty? And I believe it was, just with the push.
Yeah, I mean, he lost his balance. If he just put his hands up, it would have been fine, but he did extend them with a push. So that was the correct call. Oh, makes one. And, of course, Humber will retain possession in the front court, so the shot clock will be set to 14.
Great job by the cameraman down there. Just stick
Yeah,
with it,
talk
stay
about
in
toughness,
it.
eh?
Took the charge.
Savage gives it to a Louis. Louis hands it off to Grant. Grant goes inside, back to a Louis. Comes to his right hand, gets it off, but misses it. Nice rebound there by number 10, Hansen. And they're going to go right to the rack. Good block inside.
Wow, what an effort from Grant to keep it alive, too.
And there they come all the way back. Oh, it goes halfway down and comes out. Loose ball is picked up by St. Thomas.
How did that not go in?
Wilson. Littleton in the corner. He's going to try to get to a spot. Tough shot. Back rim. Coach Miles wants him to slow it down. He calls a set here. Let's see what they're going to run. High screen and roll. Savage gets the rack, but he can't finish. And here we go. Number 10, Hansen.
Hansen again, rebound and go.
3 ball off to the right. And that rebound goes out of bounds off of St. Thomas. It's too bad because St. Thomas had a wide open corner 3 on the other side, but just didn't see it. 72-65 as number 4 brings it up.
Both teams doing a really good job limiting second chances. Only 11 total offensive rebounds in this game combined from both teams.
No call on that. A little surprise. A lot of contact. And more contact on the rebound. And that's got to be a foul.
Oh, my
goodness. Oh, my goodness. Oh, come on. Are you kidding me? Don't give it T. Don't give it T. Oh, she warned them. Okay. I don't blame. Coach has a right to be angry there. That was clearly a foul by Humber. They fouled a couple of times. That's a foul there.
And a trip.
Right? And now they're going to call that an unsporting foul. So that's going to be 2 in the ball, and that's a really, really tough break for the Tommies. Not a good sequence of events there for the officiating crew.
And that's a tough turn, 7-point game.
It's a huge swing.
It could have been a foul on Humber, so Tommies have the ball.
They have the ball down 7 with a chance, to cut it to maybe 4.
Instead, they might go down 9 without the ball.
And of course, they get the ball back. Yeah, Coach Hickey is angry, and he has every right to be. All right, St. Thomas is really going to have to dig deep here. They need to stop, or it gets back up to a double-digit game.
Big defensive possession, to say the least, for the Tommies. Can they dig in?
Post up, Grant fadeaway, well challenged, and what a tough shot that was.
Wow. Showing us why he was the CCAA Player of the Year.
Eddie was right in his face there, too, and he just swished it.
And the double was on its way as well.
Turnover. Coach Hickey's going to need a timeout. Kazadi reverses it. Lewis to Kazadi. Kazadi drives. And he's going to travel, I think. Yeah, that's going to be a traveling violation. So St. Thomas will get the ball back here as Coach Hickey's taking his second timeout. We'll leave him with 1. Humber with all 3.
And the Tommies just struggling to score in the fourth quarter. A 12-2 run for the Hawks. Tommies just hadn't really got anything going offensively.
as you see that three being knocked down there by Jackson.
This is the play that came right into your kitchen.
Yeah, and that play hurt them too because, again, unsportsmanlike foul, you pay for that because it's free throws and the ball.
And you see the coach of the Humber Hawks with some more urgency. Let's go close this one out. And earlier in that second quarter, he was very calm, cool, and collected and just let them play. And you got to think if that, you mentioned it during the break, is that a long-term strategy just to allow the players to gain some experience and handle it themselves?
Well, it's interesting, you know, Phil Jackson, one of the greatest coaches of all time, would rarely ever take the timeout when his team, when the other team was going on a run against him. He rarely would do it. He would just say, you guys figure it out. Now, in the playoffs, when the games counted, then he'd do it. But throughout the season, he wanted them to figure it out. And there's a lot of common sense in doing that. All right, 11-point lead. Free ball on the flare screen. No good. All right, Tommies desperately need to stop here. Lewis gives it to Kazadi. Kazadi for three. Air ball. Good rebound there. Chased down by Hansen. Wilson reverses it. Dribble handoff. Tried to go inside, almost lost it, and did. And here come Humber, 2-on-1. Three ball, no good.
Great
All
job
right.
by...
And now we're going to have a foul. Wait a minute, is that going to be on St. Thomas again?
Oh, no.
I didn't see what happened over there. It was off the ball.
Oh, no, it's going to go to St. Thomas.
Let's take a look at this here. You see off the ball over here?
That
is not a foul. Oh, my God. He just turned and ran. He didn't even... I mean, come on. That's ridiculous. That's not a foul.
That's a tough one. St. Thomas
He
frustrated.
turned and he ran. The guy didn't give him an opportunity to have his space, and there was contact. That's just a no call. Oh, that's a tough break. St. Thomas really getting some tough breaks here as we get down in the stretch.
And they did such a good job stopping that transition, forcing the Hawks into the half court and getting the defensive rebound. And then to have that happen, they just can't catch a break right now with the calls.
2 on the shot clock. Offensive rebound. Buzzer went. Bodies flying. And here comes the Tommies. Oh, 3-on-1, and they turned it over.
And it's Grant with the length.
Good verticality there. No foul. And they're going to come back again. They got to convert soon here, though. And the shot clock goes off because they forgot to reset it. So they're going to have to get this figured out as the minor officials didn't reset the shot clock, taking a transition away from St. Thomas.
Yeah, St. Thomas a bit frustrated right now, but there's nothing they can do about that situation. But a couple of these calls just going in the favor of the Humber Hawks.
5? Who's got 5 fouls? Who's got 5 fouls? Oh, so I guess the foul from 30 seconds ago was the 5th foul?
But they're saying it's Wilson? No.
They're saying that's the 5th foul on Villani.
So Villani has 5.
And now the referee's arguing about the sub.
He picked up the 5th over there.
So nobody was able to call that. And so that's why I thought the buzzer went because they hadn't reset the shot clock, but it went because it should have been a 5th foul. And that somehow didn't get communicated.
So does the time go back on the clock? Do we go back to when that foul happened?
No, you just keep playing on from here.
Strange.
Things going a bit off the rails here at the end. 3 ball. Nice rebound by Eddie, and they finally get a basket. And they cut it back to 9.
It's not over yet. 3-possession game, 3:45 to go. I've seen crazier things. This game's been weird. We could be in for a weird finish.
And that ball's deflected out of bounds by Eddie. 12 on the shot clock.
Just taking a look at some of the stats. Vincent Littleton quietly 20 points on the evening for the Tommies. Grant with 14.
How many does Wilson have?
Wilson with 15.
4 on the shot clock. 3. Are they going to get a shot off? I don't think they are. It does hit the rim, but here we go. 2 on 1. Ooh. Couldn't finish, but he gets his own rebound. And that ball is deflected out of bounds by Kazadi.
Looked like Wilson went up, had a bit of a dead leg on his approach.
Coach Miles is going to take a timeout here, as it'll be Tommy's ball with 10 on the shot clock.
Not over yet, Eve. 76-67. Bit of a choppy fourth quarter that the Hawks have led 12-4.
Yeah, very low scoring in this quarter. St. Thomas just having a tough time getting anything easy, as the defending champions are really, really extending and pressuring that defense, making every shot contested.
Yeah, after a 24-point third quarter for the Tommies, a 23-point second quarter, and now only 4 in the fourth. Just haven't really found anything offensively yet, but they still have 3:22 to try to get back in this game. But an interesting line is the 3-point field goal percentage for the Hawks. If they go further on in the tournament, they've only hit 2 in this game. 2 is 16, 12% from 3.
Yeah, and in today's game, 16 is not many attempts either. Clearly, it's not a part of their game that's their strength. And, you know, at this level, all the coaches do such a good job of scouting. You know that their opponents down the road are going to be well aware of that.
And I think the biggest story here, too, 18 turnovers for the Tommies, leading to 22 points for the Hawks.
Which means they've had 5 in this quarter. All right, 8 on the shot clock, and the ball's deflected out of bounds by Humber. Now down to 7. Littleton will put the ball into play here. There's a turnover. Yeah, tough possession there for St. Thomas. A lot of contact there. Bit of a late whistle, but definitely a foul.
The right whistle. The Tommies almost look like they were straight up, but it's the big swipe.
Yeah, the foul came from behind there on Hansen, I believe, and that's his 4th. (77-67), just under 3 minutes to go. Savage converts.
St. Thomas cannot turn over the ball anymore. They've turned it over 6 or 7 times in the quarter.
As Littleton draws the foul, and that's only the second team foul for Humber. Of course, it's been bonus for a while, as the Tommies had 5 several minutes ago. Another deflection. They're getting their hands on just about everything now.
The Hawks have really increased their ball pressure, and pressure on the passes, extending the passing lanes, making it very difficult for simple passes to be made by the Tommies.
Wilson having a tough time. There's a 3-ball well contested, and he banks it home. Why not?
Why not? Off the window, and the Tommies have hope.
Aloui. Grant. Grant's going to get a screen here. Rejects the screen, comes back. He's triple teamed, gets a shot off short. Ball goes out of bounds off of the Hawks. All right, a score and a stop. That's the mantra for the Tommies here in the last 2 minutes.
Humber have made it so hard for them to get any looks. Even the one they made was a prayer off the window.
Dribble handoff. 3 ball. Got it! Back-to-back triples there. River Lance.
Lance drills it. Looked like a deep 2. The official put a 2 up. So he must have stepped on the line. Hard to see from where we are. But a 6-point game. And the Tommies have the ball.
3 on 2. He gets the contact, gets the shot off. And after being down 11, literally in 30 seconds, they have a chance to get it back to within 4.
Never count the St. Thomas Tommies out of a ball game.
Littleton knocks down the first one.
And like we were talking about earlier, Eve, this could get really interesting for Humber as the pressure builds. The closer this game gets, now just 4 points.
Just when it looked like they got a little breathing room, St. Thomas says, I don't think so. And they're coming full court.
Pressure builds for the Hawks.
Malik Grant hands it off to Jackson. Jackson's fouled.
And now we'll see if the Hawks can execute at the foul line down the stretch. They're in bonus, so everything that is called will send him to the line.
And that foul was on Wilson. That's his 3rd. As Austin Jackson steps to the line. Oh, rattles out. I see like the 6 St. Thomas fans over there making as much noise as they can, including the Vuvuzela. And he misses them both. Rebound is tipped, and St. Thomas comes up with it. It was almost a jump ball between the 2 St. Thomas players.
They wanted it. They got it.
Littleton gets to the rack. He's rejected, but he gets his own rebound. Lots of time on the clock. Looking to go inside to Eddie. Eddie forces baseline shot fake. He goes up, gets his own rebound. He finishes it. 78-76. Last minute to go in the 4th quarter.
Here we go.
Savage at the top.
What a day of basketball.
Almost a steal there. Grant's going to go to the hoop. Good defense by Eddie, but he can't get the rebound. 8 on the shot clock.
Didn't hit the rim.
No call there. Good no call. And here comes Jetty. Oh, just a little bit behind on that pass. Otherwise, we would have had a tie game. All right. They need a stop here. And that's going to be a foul.
And he'll head to the line. A Louis.
What's a Louis from the line there? Dylan, you got that?
I do. 4 of 4. So this might be the announcer jinx.
Did you just jinx him?
You asked. Perfect from the line tonight. And
wow, that was
Louis.
So close to being a tie game on that leak out. Just a little behind on the pass.
We were on the perfect angle to see it. He just had to shift his passing lane to the left
now we've got some blood here.
Oh yeah.
And I mean, coach doesn't want to use a timeout for that, so
no, he can't. Got to be careful. If there is blood, he might have to come out of the game.
Yeah, the referees are discussing it right now. It looks like they shoved some cotton swabs up there. Hey, let him stay. Let's go.
Yeah. It doesn't look like there's blood on his jersey or his face.
All right, now they missed their last 2. Let's see if Louis can stay perfect. And look what you did. It's all your fault.
I'm sorry.
Okay. All right.
Sorry, Humber.
Regardless of whether this goes in or out, it's a 1-possession game.
Big free throw
and this
here.
is a huge rebounding if he misses this.
Louis, 6th Man of the Year award.
Good. And Coach John Hickey is going to take his last time out. He's got that board. He better drop some magic right here. And we'll see if St. Thomas goes for the tie or goes for the quick 2. Either is fine.
Yep. Yeah, there's still a lot of time left in this game, and you got to put the pressure back on the Humber Hawks. If they go to the foul line, there's a ton of pressure on them to hit those foul shots. We saw in the Brebeuf game in the second overtime, they hit all their foul shots.
They hit all their free throws and pulled away that way, absolutely.
So now the pressure's going to be on Humber, whether it's a 2 or a tie game.
As you see this great hustle inside by Eddie to get his own rebound, to get it back to a 2-point game at that time.
But yeah, if you do score a quick 2 or any sort of 2, like I said, the pressure goes back on the Hawks. If you can tie it with a 3, well, that's the perfect world situation.
And Coach Miles has both of his timeouts left.
Intense times here. Tommy's looking to upset the Humber Hawks.
Now, I think they're going to advance. They're going to probably want to advance it here. For them, the shot clock doesn't really matter. They'll get 14 in the front court. And that way they don't know. They're going to take it back here.
Interesting play here. Trailing the game.
Well, I mean, I guess technically, as long as you get it over half, you're going to have more than 14, and coach probably wants a few more seconds to run his set here. All right, here we go, folks.
4-second differential.
Here we go, baby. Littleton. Here comes the ball screen. He flares after it. Littleton can't get by his man. Still dribbling, still prodding. And there's a turnover.
Humber's going
to start to bring it out. They got a foul. They got a foul.
Good decision.
And I tell you what, Humber came up with a stop when they needed it, as they were determined not to get beat off the dribble there. And that is going to be the 5th foul on CJ Hansen. And you are allowed 30 seconds to get your sub in. And the coach is doing that right now. He hasn't put the sub in yet. The referee's telling him he wants to get the sub in.
Icing Savage at the line.
I mean, it's smart. And here comes the sub. He's extending the conversation. As here comes the sub. And he's going to come in. All right, they're going to stay out. Hey, he sat there for a long time.
Oh, this is interesting. They're really icing Savage at the line. But he drills it.
All right, so at this point now, it's just got to be a super quick, like 3 or 4 second basket here.
Yeah, you're out of timeouts too. You got to get it up the floor as fast as possible. Any kind of bucket.
All right, you got to go. You got to go. 81-76. Got to launch it. He's going to go take the layup. Smart, but it was blocked. Eddie converts it. Only 1.2 left here.
A steal and a 3 is their only hope here.
Coach Miles wants the timeout.
And now Miles is going to advance it away from his hoop.
Yeah, and so in all effect, that will end the game unless something bizarre happens.
Very bizarre.
Once you get in the front court, it doesn't even matter. You can literally throw it to the other team.
Yeah.
They're 80 feet away. Although I suppose a baseball 80-foot heave could go in.
We've seen some Instagram highlights of these situations happening, but obviously very rare. A very good timeout by Humber.
Well, and the only thing Humber cannot do here is a 5-second call.
5-second violation, or
that's the only thing you can't happen, or a moving screen or something like that. If you're you put your trusted passer in bounds and you tell him, hey, if you haven't got enough to 3, just throw it off the guy's foot. Or just throw it into the corner. It doesn't matter. As long as somebody touches it, the game's over.
Don't take the 5-second violation.
Oh, what a hell of a game, though.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my
Tommy's
goodness.
had a look, and you got to credit the Humber defense on that last possession. I don't know who exactly it was, to be honest, whether it was a Louis or Savage defensively. Just locked down, created a turnover, the steal. I believe it was Savage. And a stop when they needed it most.
All right, they're going to advance the ball, as we knew, and literally just get it in bounds. And this game is over. Well, I tell you what, though, the Tommies should be extremely proud of their effort, especially after getting so far down and just showing so much grit and determination to come back.
It's not easy to do after being so deflated and dejected after the first quarter of this game, but great job by the Tommies.
All right, here we go. Does get it in, and that's going to do it. And that's the game. Your final score, Humber,
like
don't shoot the free throws. The game's over. Let's go. What are we doing?
the refs.
Come on. I mean, the game's over. Just end it. Why do you want to keep the players out there on the floor? And that's going to be a 5th foul. And they're going to put .5 back on the clock.
Humber got the job done when they needed to get the job done. They got the stop when they needed to stop. But boy, oh boy, did the Tommies put a scare in the Humber Hawks tonight. And they'll move on to the semifinals tomorrow.
And they will be playing 82-78 is your final. A tremendous basketball game. Both teams very proud of their effort. The Humber Hawks' opportunity to repeat as champion is still alive as they will play tomorrow night.
Mariners, I
Mariners,
believe.
that's correct. Yes, that's right.
Looking at the bracket
the second game. And this place will be alive and loud for that one, that's for sure.
And the Mariners are in for a tall task against this Humber Hawks team, but you can see some weaknesses, some gaps in their play. So if you're the Mariners and you're tuned in tonight, or I saw some of the coaching staff viewing here in attendance, got a good look at the Humber Hawks, both the strengths and the weaknesses.
And what a first day it has been, eh? What a first day. Oh, my goodness.
Double overtime game, tight games all day long.
I'm already exhausted. I'm going to head back to the hotel and have some cough drops and some tea, try to get my voice recovered, because we got 4 more tomorrow. We start off with our consolation side games, and then your final 4. Your final 4 tomorrow night. Keanu.
Great game by Littleton, getting the player of the game for the Tommies. He had 22 points, 5 rebounds. And I'm curious to see who the player of the game is from the Humber Hawks.
Well, they're very deep, and they got a lot of guys.
Yeah, a lot of guys stepped up, balanced attack. I really like the defensive effort of Savage.
Kazadi, the third-year 6'7" forward out of Toronto, picks up player of the game honors for the Hawks.
Yeah, fishing game, 3 of 5 from the field, 1 for 1 from deep, 6 of 6 from the free throw line, 4 rebounds, 13 points.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us on this first day. We're going to have a post-game interview here with Mr. Kazadi, and this time we'll actually do it in the correct location, Choi. I've remembered now. We'll go to the media wall. Go get him, Dylan.
Kazadi, player of the game. You got a bit of a scare there. How are you guys feeling after pulling out the win?
Honestly, man, we were just trying to stay strong as a team. You know what I'm saying? I'm an energy type of guy, so, I just wanted to make sure we secure the win by, staying calm, staying positive, keeping our head up. A lot of guys had their head down, but, I'm an energy guy, so, I had to make sure all my teams are good. And, yeah, man, just had to secure the win.
And that positive energy, that positive body language, it's very contagious.
Yep.
How do you bring that again tomorrow? How do you bounce back and have a better effort against the host team, the VIU Mariners, in the semifinal?
Yep, well, everyone that knows me know that I've always been an energy guy, you know what I'm saying? My mom always told me, my mom and dad always told me, staying positive, you can do great things. So, just keep the energy going.
And you got a lot of family, friends, I'm sure, watching from back east in Ontario. Anything to pass along to them after day 1 of the tournament?
Yep, just balling out for my family, my friends, just try to get another win, get another national champ.
Okay, well, good luck. Good luck in the semifinals. Congratulations on the first win. Well, it's been a great day of the CCAA National Championship Tournament. I'm Dylan Marsden. Paul Eberhardt was on my left all day long. We'll see you guys tomorrow back at the CCAA National Tournament here in Nanaimo.